Everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. Today I'm so excited for this video because I'm going to share with you guys my 2025 bullet journal setup. Yay! We're finally getting into the bullet journal videos. I'm so excited. Yes, I am so excited for this video, you guys. I have been putting off this video for I don't know, a few months, I would say. So join me as we get ready for a fresh start and a peek into my organizational haven. Yes, you guys, I am that OCD when it comes to organization and planning. So I'm gonna show you guys a little peek of my OCD organizational haven. So let's get started. So the first thing that I do when it comes to setting up my new bullet journal is to set up my key. So the key really helps me in identifying what is what, from tasks to birthdays to football games, events, the list goes on. And of course, I also wrote my name on the bullet journal itself so that people know whose journal it is. Not that I ever take my bullet journal out into the street, but I just write it just in case. Once my key is nice and glued, I then move on to my yearly calendar spread, which is exactly where the magic happens and where the magic occurs. I always have a reference on the calendars of the year on my phone so I can see what the months look like. And as I put the calendars for the calendar spread, I know that as I'm doing my monthly setups, I can always go back and see the calendar of that month that I'm doing, and I don't end up messing up the calendar, because as someone who's done that, it is so hard to redo the spread of the month, especially when you're outlining. It's just a pain in the butt. Each month, as you can see, has a different color, and I even wrote calendar on the spread using my little labels that I actually made. So yeah, I know I don't have to put it, but it just helps. It's just helpful. As I was doing these spreads in my bullet journal, I was actually listening to music, listening to podcasts. I even had Steve Trevino on for a while, but yeah, I always have background noise around me when I'm doing something. It can be music, it could be a show, a movie, a music video, for example. But yeah, I always have background noise around me all the time. All the time. And the reason why I have background noise is because from time to time, when you do something for a while, you can get pretty bored and it feels like time is just not moving fast enough. But when you have something in the background, it feels like time really does fly, and I like that. I love that about being an artist, is that you can play your music as loud as you want as long as people aren't around. And just listen to that while you're doing something. It's just fun. It's just nice. It's nice when you get to do that. As you can see, I colored in each month in rainbow order just because, it's just easier and it's beautiful to look at. And I feel like color organization is really, really helpful, especially for little ones, for teenagers, even adults. I learn from color and it's just helpful. It's helpful that way. As I colored in each month, I was feeling pretty relaxed, pretty chill. I didn't have to just worry about it making it look so perfect. The thing about bullet journaling is that it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be ugly if you want it to, even though it doesn't look ugly. But that's the thing about bullet journaling. You can be a perfectionist when you want, but at the same time, you don't have to be a perfectionist. So now we're moving on to July, and we are heading into the last itty bitty bits of the green. So and the reason why I didn't want to color the greens and the blues with just one shade in particular is because I knew that it was gonna be boring if I did that, and I'm not boring. I like to have fun. So, yeah, that was pretty much all I did for the calendar spread. Nothing too exceedingly dramatic, as I would put it. My go-to music when I'm working on something is One Direction, Disney, Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, Kenzie Ziegler, Intocable, and yeah, that was pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much like all I listen to. Like, for example, I recently saw Wicked last week, and I have the soundtrack stuck in my head like crazy. Like, I'll be in the bathroom just like doing my hair, and all of a sudden I'll go like, I know about popular. Like, I'll just sing that for some weird random reason. I don't know why, but yeah, that's really all I'll listen to. I'll listen to other stuff as well, but you know, that's pretty much all I've got. And also, if you can hear in the background, I hope you can't, but I'm actually listening to El Chavo as I'm recording this voiceover, but I have it at really low volume, so if you guys can hear that, it's at low volume, I swear. We are now gearing up to the final months that I'm coloring in. So right now I'm coloring in September, and I just colored it in this beautiful light blue. And now we're moving on to the last 3 months of the year, let alone my favorite months of the year, which are October, November, and December. For these 3 months, I did go dark on the colors, specifically for October and November, but I did outline them in white. So, just in case you're like about to come at me and be like, oh, I can't see October, I outlined it in white. So everybody relax, okay? Now, speaking of white, you can use either a white paint, a white paint marker, a white gel pen, because you're going to use that a lot in bullet journaling. White pens and white inks, anything white, it will get a lot of use. It will get a lot of use, trust me. So now I'm just outlining October with my Uni Posca white paint marker. And yeah, I typically use my white markers as whiteouts to like hide my mistakes, but I also use them to add little stars or like little like highlights. So yeah, I don't just use it as like a color. I also use it as a whiteout. And that's what I love about white. White is so versatile. Like, white alone is such a versatile shade in itself. And yeah, I mean, I pretty much used the white for that. I didn't really use it on other stuff. At least I don't think I did. Overall, I was really happy with my calendar spread. I think it came out really, really good. And I love how, like, every time I look at it, I just feel so happy. Like, it just gives you happy vibes. You know what I mean? So, yeah. By the way, I apologize for my wrists constantly covering some things, but I was using my desk lamp as lighting, and I know it's not the best, but it's what I have, and I just make do with what I've got. And I ain't complaining, but it's what I got. Okay? Okay. Next, I'm just outlining November using, again, my white Uni Posca. And I had to go over November a couple times just because, you know, Crayola Super Tips and Posca, you know, they're water soluble, they're water based. And I noticed that the Super Tip would like eat the white, so I had to go over it a couple times. But I only went over it twice, which is a bonus. And I love that. I mean, I love using my white for, you know, stuff other than just whiteout. And finally, we are coloring the last month of the year, which is December, and of course we ended it with purple. And even though this purple that I used, it wasn't too dark and I could still see December very clearly, I still wanted to outline it with white just because, you know, I wanted to go extra. I wanted to be extra, so yeah. A lot of people think that like bullet journaling is like a chore, and it's really not. It's a creative part. No, it's actually a creative form of planning and journaling. And I personally, I think bullet journaling is way better than like those boring planners that you get at the store. So yeah, I think bullet journaling is like the best. If you are gonna get into bullet journaling, I suggest that you get like dot grid notebooks. Just because a dot grid notebook, essentially, just because you know it's just easier, and it's I think easier to like measure out everything. So yeah, use a dot grid notebook. It'll save your life. So next, to finish off my calendar spread, I then added my calendar labels, which I just made using paper and liquid glue. I used Elmer's washable glue to glue the labels together. So yeah, like that was pretty much all I did. And I did wait for the glue to get tacky a little bit before sticking it onto the paper. And what I like about liquid glue is that while it's wet, you can actually move the label around. But of course, you know, you want to be careful when you're moving it because you don't want to glue two pieces of paper together. You know what I mean? Like, it's just easier in that sense. So let me know in the comments down below what types of bullet journaling videos you guys want to see next, be it like the types of materials that I use, the types of materials that you shouldn't use, like really any kind of video when it comes to bullet journaling, honestly. So but yeah, just let me know in the comments, you guys. You know, just let me know in the comments. But also, guys, if you are gonna comment, be nice. Just, that's all I'm asking. Be nice. Let's be lovers, not haters. So yeah. So next, I'm just adhering the label using my fingers, making sure that the label is nice and secure and nice and stuck on there. And just making sure it doesn't move, making sure it doesn't budge. And same thing on the other page, just gluing it in. Obviously, you know, I did this off camera, but yeah, you guys can tell that I'm gluing it in. And then, last but not least, the finishing touch, the last and final label named calendar. Once again, just running over it with my fingers, making sure it's nice and secure. And bada bing bada boom, that's the calendar spread. So next we're moving on to the goals. And for the goals spread, I broke them down into 4 groups: personal, art, health, and family. And I know a lot of people, you know, they like write their goals in pen, like with black ink, but I actually write them down in pencil. But I didn't write them down for this video just because, you know, we're not at 2025 yet, okay? But the reason why I write them in pencil is because as the year goes on, my goals and my priorities, they may change, you know, like, it's like, for example, let's say you want to get into yoga, and then all of a sudden you're busy and you're like, oh my gosh, like my goal was to get into yoga and I can't do it because I'm so busy. That's why I write them in pencil. I just think it's easier for me. And also, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what could happen next, right? For the coloring of the goals, I just used my Crayola Super Tips and my Caran markers. And I love Caran markers only because their brush tip is like super thick, and it makes coloring small spaces so time efficient. Like, who knew, right? Oh my gosh. I wish I had discovered these sooner, to be perfectly honest. And then for the reason why I broke them down into personal, family, health, and art is because for the personal, it could be something that I want to work on myself. For family, just like a goal that I have for my family. Health, physical and mental, of course. And then art, it could be something like improving on my art skills, trying out new art mediums, anything that, you know, anything that is art related, I will put in there. Coloring these letters themselves, it kind of reminds me of, like, you know when you're coloring in a coloring book? That's what it reminds me up. It's like so satisfying. By the way, you guys, I'm so excited for the bullet journals, like monthly setup videos that I'm gonna do for you guys. I have like some spreads in mind. I don't have all the spreads figured out yet, but yeah, I have some ideas for the months. Like, just know they're gonna be good. Okay? Okay. Next, we're coloring in the tabs. And for personal, health, family, and art, again, used my Karen markers. And I used purple, pink, green, and teal. Yeah. I used those colors just because, you know, I didn't want to have to go with a color theme like I did for the calendar spread. I just wanted to go with the flow and just like let the colors speak to me, you know? Just let them speak, let them do their thing, let the colors talk to you, you know? I do that every once in a while where I'm like, okay, which color am I going to use? And then all of a sudden a color will be like, use me, you know? I like to let the colors do the talking. I don't like to let the artwork do the talking. I let the colors do the talking. Okay? But yeah, I mean, that was pretty much it for the goal spread. I know you guys, you know, still see me coloring these in, but that was pretty much it. You know, nothing too extravagant, nothing too hard, nothing too difficult. Of course, you don't have to do the tabs that I'm doing. You can change them up, but these are just like the goals that I have for me. These are just the tabs that I have. So yeah. Hope you guys like my goal spread. Finally, I'm just coloring in art, and that was pretty much it for my goals spread for 2025. What? Alrighty, so for this next part, I don't know what the heck happened, but I thought I stopped the camera at this point, but apparently I didn't. Oops. I outlined my quote spread. I thought I stopped the camera. I swear I did, but apparently I didn't. I thought I did, but it's one of those things where you're like, I think I did it, but it shows that I didn't. So as I'm outlining this final spread, I do just want to point out, you guys, that thank you so much for like all the views that you guys are putting out there for my videos. Last time I checked, my Mufasa video that I posted last week, it got 37 views, and honestly, you guys, I'm so thankful for that. You know, you guys are showing me love, and I'm bringing that love back. I'm showering it back. And I just want to thank you guys for all the love, all the support, all the likes that you guys are giving me. But yeah, I mean, thank you guys. I mean, I feel the love, and I'll give it right back. That's me right there. But also, you guys, I mean, I just want to point out that if you guys do wish to comment on my videos, all I'm asking is that you guys are nice. Because, I mean, I know I've said this, and I'm going to keep saying it. You never know who's on the other side of the screen reading your comment. So let's just be nice. Let's be nice to each other. Let's be lovers. Let's not be haters. So if we spread love, love is going to come. If we spread hate, hate is going to come. So let's just be nice. Let's all be lovers. Let's not be haters. And remember, you guys, like, always keep that in mind. Like, you never know who could be reading your comments. So just be nice if you are going to comment on my videos. I know there hasn't been any comments on my videos, but if you guys are planning on doing it, that's all I'm asking. Let's just be nice. Okay? Okay. As I'm outlining my spread, I then realized that it was recording, and I stopped it, and finally I was done outlining it, and now we're going into the final spread. And for the last and final spread, this is my quote spread, which is where I put my favorite quote or my quote of the year. And I do this because it helps me in terms of always thinking outside the box and being authentic and true to myself. And the quote that I used for 2025 is a quote by Ashley Graham, and it says, "Love the skin you're in and be your own role model." I absolutely love this quote. It's beautiful, and I feel like it resonates with a lot of us. I mean, a lot of us, are like changing the skin that we're in. But if you're someone out there who doesn't love the skin that you're in, just show some love to yourself, I love this quote, and I picked it because a lot of times I feel like nowadays, everybody is like hair picking their failures and not really focusing on their successes. So I know that that's kind of what I'm doing now, but in this particular case, I was not really mad about how my spreads came out. I think they came out gorgeous, and I know I say that every year when I do my bullet journal, but I truly mean it. I mean, no spread is ugly, no spread is hideous. Every spread has its own uniqueness. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Also, you guys, let me know in the comments down below what your quote is going to be for next year. This is my quote. And, just, like I said, you guys, let's just spread love. Let's spread love. That's all we got to do, right? And also, you guys, I do want to point out that, you guys are showing a lot of love to my videos by seeing them, obviously, and liking them. But you can also share them. Share the videos with your friends and your family. Give my channel some love as well. I mean, there's not I think I've said this in a past video, but there's not a lot of Latina creators out there. So if you guys follow us, shower us with love, and that's gonna give us the motivation and the push to keep going. For coloring in the spread, I just used my Crayola Super Tips and my Tombows. I didn't really use that many materials like I did for the other spreads, but yeah, those were pretty much all the materials I used. I didn't use a lot. And I also realized as I'm looking at it, I used 2 shades of green, purple, 2 shades of red, 2 shades of pink, 3 shades of blue, and yellow. What? This was not meant to be in a discombobbled rainbow, but it turned out that way. Yeah. Also, guys, let me know in the comments down below what other videos you would like to see me do next. I know that the screen cap studies were getting a lot of views, and I know that if the screen cap studies are getting views, that tells me okay, I need to keep doing these because people love them and people like them. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below what other video you would like to see me do next, what screen cap study you would like to see me do next, or if you have any monthly spread idea, let me know in the comments. Just pour them out. Just give me ideas and I'll think of something. But yeah, you guys. And also, you guys, I just want to point out that the Mufasa screen cap video, last time I checked, it had 37 views. So thank you guys for all the love on that video. And also, you guys, I know that I had a couple people say this to me, but the background noise in that video was so loud, and I apologize for that. I didn't realize as soon as I uploaded it that there was a lot of noise, but I apologize for that. That was totally my bad. But I promise you guys, it will not happen again. I promise. But it was just I didn't notice that there was a lot of background noise when I filmed it, so I apologize. But yeah, you guys, like I said, the screen cap studies, they're successful. I didn't really think that they were going to be super successful like they are, but they are. Oh my gosh. Also, you guys, I am reminiscing on the fact that we are halfway through the 2020s. I know it doesn't feel like it, but we are. We were just in 2024. Where does time go? It's insane. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, we're halfway through 2020s. We're halfway through the 20s of the 21st century. It's insane. And one thing that I noticed with this decade in particular is that a lot of changes in diversity, which I'm super happy about, but let's keep that push going forward. So yeah, you guys, if you're someone like me who's Mexican American, I know you and I feel you, okay? You and I are in this together, and I hope to see more change in diversity going forward in 2025. You know, we did a good job in the first part of the decade. We need to keep it going, okay? Yeah. Also, aside from the fact that 2025, you know, people who were born in 2000 are now gonna hit quarter life crisis. Oh my gosh, like, what? I feel like time just needs to like slow down and like let us soak it in. But I know that we live in a world where time is like not, how do I put this? Not something that we get very easily. And if there's one thing that each and every one of us in this world wish for, it's time, and it's something that we don't have. So, my advice to you guys is to live every day to the fullest. Live every single second like it's gonna be like the best day ever. Even if you're having a bad day, just like live in the moment. Be happy, be joyous, be joyful, and you know, just enjoy every single second of every single day. And yes, I mean, there's people that are going through hard times. All I can ask for you guys to do is to pray for them, help them if you can, and just remind them that there's always hope. And that's what I tell young people all the time. Like, when they come up to me and they're like, how do you make this look so easy? And I'm like, well, there's always hope. Just remember that. Like, yes, you could have a really poopy day, but just remember that there's always hope for every single person out there. And I wish you guys a beautiful holiday season. This is probably going to be one of the last videos of 2024. I mean, December, you know, it goes pretty quickly. So I'm assuming, well, I'm not assuming. I'm going to hopefully think that this is not going to be one of the last videos for this year. But yeah, if I don't upload any more videos in December, I wish you guys a beautiful holiday season with your family, with your friends, and I also wish you guys a beautiful start to your new year. But yeah, and as always, you guys, you know, be safe, but of course, don't do dumb things. Of course, always do not be a ding dong and do dumb things. And finally, I know I lost track, I'm sorry, but as we're reaching towards coloring the final bit of the quote, when I noticed that I used like 2 or 3 different shades of like some colors, I was like, oh my gosh, like this was totally unintentional, and I was not expecting that whatsoever. But I had to include yellow in there because like we need to add some bright colors to this color palette, you know what I mean? Yeah. Let me know also, you guys, in the comments down below what your New Year's resolutions are, what you want to get accomplished in 2025. I almost said 2024, but I'm realizing that we're like halfway through, like not halfway through, but almost done with the year. And yeah, I mean, just keep on doing what you guys are doing, shine bright like stars, and as always, you know, have a beautiful day. But I mean, we're not getting near the end of this video just yet. I mean, I'm still coloring these last little letters. Oh my gosh. For the remainder of this spread, you guys, I just used my Tombow dual brush pens just because, you know, it was easier, it was more time efficient, and to be perfectly honest, it just made things faster. I know. But yeah. But also, you guys, let me know in the comments down below what videos you would like to see me do next. What kind of videos you would like to see me do. And as always, like, yeah, subscribe, like, be nice in the comments. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more fun and awesome content from yours truly. And if I don't see you guys for the rest of December, I will see you guys in January of next year. And yeah, that was pretty much all I got. I'll show you guys the final flip through once I'm done. But I will say this, you guys, this is probably like one of my favorite spreads. Like one of my favorite bullet journal setups that I've ever done. So I am really happy with it. I'm really happy. And that was pretty much it for the quote spread. And here is the final flip through of my bullet journal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys got some inspiration from it. I'm so happy with how it came out. It just makes me so happy looking at it. And I think that this is probably, like I said, my favorite bullet journal setup ever. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. And also, let me know in the comments what other videos you would like to see me do next. That is it for my 2025 bullet journal setup. I hope you guys found some inspiration for your own creative organization. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you are going to comment in the comment section, all I'm asking is to please be nice, and be sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss on more fun and awesome videos like this. Until next time, you guys, I love you, and little half heart for you guys because I love you, and bye, y'all.